Good afternoon, everyone. So, first and foremost, we would like to say thank you to each and everyone who are present today, for supporting this initiative of the Department of Education. Sa totoo lang po, ito po ang kauna-unahan natin na initiative na kino-consolidate natin lahat ng initiatives sa earthquake preparedness. And we would like to really be conscious of all our efforts that we are really taking into this one branding para alam, hindi lang ng ating mga stakeholders, lalong-lalo na po ng ating mga schools. So we would like to share with you the mechanics, the technical part of this certification program. As what our director has mentioned, it is an earthquake preparedness initiative of the Department of Education that aims to certify not just public schools, but as well as expanding it to private schools. May mga ilan na pong private school, in fact, na nag-inform na po sa amin na gusto na po silang magpa-certify. Kasi syempre nga naman, di ba, it's a branding that if sabi nga ni Director, if your kids are enrolled in these private schools, you are confident enough as parents that your children are safe. So, yun po yung binibigay natin na confidence level sa community, with this branding initiative. Now, let's have the M7X ready. School scorecard. So, it's just a quick presentation, but I'd like you to have an overview paano siya gagawin so that you can also guide your schools, to your respective divisions. First, we would like to underscore these three major areas. Number one, the overall theme of this initiative is really to ensure safety and protection of our learners and personnel. That's the first utmost priority. Second, of course, to minimize our damage from the possible impacts of earthquake, from our education investment. And of course, lastly would be to really make sure that there is continuous education in times of disruption. Okay? So ito po yung tatlo nating objective. Then we formulated an online po ito. So later on, ipapakita na po namin yung QR code so you can access this tool. It's an online self-assessment tool where schools can actually assess sila mismo ang magdedetermine kung anong level sila. Not to tell them or to pressure them na, bagsak ka. Hindi po ganon, Ang messaging natin sa mga schools is that for them to be aware kung anong level of preparedness sila. At wala namang nakakaalam niyan. Sila rin yon. Pero kung ako sa school at naabot ko, yung pinaka-certification program, then I will let my SDO, and the SDO will visit the school and certify the school based on this tool. So ganun po siya. Okay? Alright. So let's proceed. As shown here, we have three categories or levels or layers of school card interpretation or scoring. First layer, we have identified, kung nakikita niyo po ito, ayan, clear sections under this scorecard. First section is disaster risk governance. Mamaya ipapakita ko kanino yung laman yan. Second is physical safety and infrastructure. Alam naman natin pag earthquake, 50-50 ang buhay natin kapag bumagsak agad yung school building. And of course, the emergency supplies and equipment and student and parent reunification. Okay? So ito po yon. Now, each section has various points, various layers. Pag na-meet nila yung mga points na yan, for example, si School A, nagkaroon siya ng 50 points. So anong layer kaya siya rito? So nandun siya sa alert level. So meaning, conscious siya that he or that school has to really take immediate intervention to advance to the next level. Okay? At siya lang yung nakakaalam nun. Hindi alam yan ng kapitbahay niya, Kaya ito po yung magandang initiative na meron po tayo, Alright. And of course, we have the second layer is the ready level. And of course, the last one is the M7X ready. Okay? So kapag ang score mo ay 85 to 100 points. So baka sabihin nyo, Sir Orly, Director Ninoy, baka mamaya panibagong efforts na naman ang ginagawa ng school dito. No. Actually, most of the criteria that were identified in the tool, ginagawa na po nila. It's just that kailangan lang maging conscious sila, ito pala ay bahagi ng M7X Ready program. Ginagawa na pala namin siya. So may puntos na pala kami doon. So ano po ang laman niya? Let's see. First section, disaster risk governance. Under this section, clear, dapat may active school DRM team. Alam naman na yan. Actually, 2015 pa lang meron na mga public schools. So madali na yan. So may 1 point agad. Okay? Of course, meron tayong DART or DepEd Agile Response Team which will be present to us later, ipapaliwanag on how this team will be formed or will be established. Sino yung bumubuo niyan? Iga-guide po tayo. All related policies na ginagawa sa schools, na guidance natin, mga plans, risk communication, which is meron na rin po tayo niyan, contingency plan. And of course, ayan, yung mga earthquake drills natin. So all of these are under the disaster risk governance. So sabi ko nga po sa inyo we are assuring the schools na ginagawa na po ang karamihan ng mga nandirito. But there are some indicators na non-negotiable talaga na kailangan natin isama. For example, infrastructure. Ayan, yung binanggit ko na. These are non-negotiable sections, or indicators. The infrastructure, because we all know na pag nag-collapse talaga ang school building, talagang at risk ang buhay ng mga estudyante natin. That is why it is clearly identified that the school has to undertake school infrastructure assessment, which later on will be explained to us, and we will assist, the EFD will assist how this will be conducted by our schools, paano yung assessment process na ginagawa, sino ba yung dapat itap sa mga ganitong bagay. Ito, meron na itong yung mga public schools natin, clear, exit, saan yung evacuation route natin, ano yung identified evacuation area, yung mga hazard observation, meron tayong tinatawag na student-led school watching, ginagawa yan. Nagsasubmit kayo ng report sa atin, So yan, may points na rin kayo. And of course, yung mga furniture natin and equipment in schools, kailangan stable yan, na naka-fix po talaga sila inside. Lalo na yung mga nasa loob ng classroom, yung mga hanging cabinets, yung mga yon. So kailangan safe lang po. So, yan, hindi mo na kailangan gumastos, di ba? Konting monitoring lang, i-check mo lang talaga. And of course, may MOV dapat tayo. Pipicturean nyo siya. And yan, ito we would like to highlight. Of course, yung mga schools natin, may mga public schools tayo na made of glass yung windows, di ba? So kailangan yung ating glasses ay yan, with safety film, para kung sakaling mabasag man, at least hindi hazard, sa ating mga learners, itong mga bagay na ito. What else? The earthquake drills and trainings, our third section, okay, na sa totoo lang po, ito po, nandito po ang ating Office of Civil Defense. Most of our public schools po really participate in the every quarter nationwide simultaneous earthquake drill. Alam po yan ng ating mga division offices. So malaki na ang puntos nyo rito. The evacuation and first aid. So dapat may mga train tayo na marunong mag-bandaging, first aid, BLS, mga ganyan. Nandiyan ang ating Red Cross, mamaya ipapaliwanag din po yan. And of course, yung mga post-drill evaluation, importante po yun. Okay? What else? That they have to exercise, yung tinatawag na protocol on earthquake, drop or duck, cover, and hold. Importante yan. And of course, yung mga inclusive preparedness plans natin, incorporating yung ating mga PWDs, learner WDs, what else? Yung mga senior citizen sa mga schools natin, at yung may mga special needs. At dapat meron tayong trained on psychological first aid. Very clear po yung ating indicators. Kumbaga, pag binasa mo, hindi ka na manghuhula, ito ba yun? Yung tinutukoy, very clear. Okay? Also included, under another section, the emergency supplies and equipment, the go bag. Mahalaga po yan. karamihan, lalo na po dito sa Pasig, nag-ikot na po kami, no? Parang kada school yata, halos lahat may go bag na. Kung hindi man per classroom, kada bata may mga helmet nga sila eh, no? And I'm sure sa ibang division, meron din, may mga nakikita kaming submission ng report. Tama po ba? May mga helmet at go bag, yung mga division officers natin, ayan. So kasama po siya sa pinupuntusan natin. Mahalaga yan. Fire safety equipment, yung fire extinguisher, no? Ini-inspect din naman yan ng ating mga friends from Bureau of Fire. The communication plan, no? Importante po yan, na dapat na-update natin. Yung mga emergency light and exit, no? Yung tamang posting ng this is the exit, this is the entrance, yung mga ganon. Napakahalaga po niyan. So all of these are under one section, the emergency supplies and equipment. Another section, ito, the student and parent reunification. Again, we are consolidating all our existing efforts, concentrating on earthquake initiatives. Okay? So para hindi po tayo maguluhan, earthquake po ito, itong M7X. That is why we are also highlighting the importance of participation of family members. And we have created, in fact, a one-page plan document, no, family preparedness plan, na ilalagay lang po yan sa ID ng bata. Kasama na po ito sa kit na binigay po sa inyo. May QR code po yon. Ipiprint lang po yon, ilalagay sa ID ng bata, nandoon na lahat ng contact number ng family nila para wherever they are, mangyari man ito, kampante tayo na hindi mawawala yung bata. No? So babasahin lang yon ng DSWD, pwede siyang ihatid or tulungan. So yun po, that's family preparedness plan. The headcount protocol, which you do that, no? Every earthquake drill, and the safe release protocol, that is also part of family reunification plan. We also have designated assembly area, no? Iba yan sa evacuation area. So dapat alam din yan ng parents. Saan ba bilang parents ko susunduin yung anak ko, sa assembly area or sa evacuation area? So dapat may protocol na malinaw yung school natin dyan. And of course, the emergency contact list, which is also included in the family preparedness plan. So kabit-kabit na po ito. So hindi na po kayo mahihirapan. Hindi na rin kayo mag-i-invent ng mga template. Lahat po ng template na hinihingi po namin dito, wag po kayo mag-alala, we already provided. No? So nasa kit na po siya. What else? Ayan, yun lang po. Ganun lang po siya kasimple. Okay, so hindi po natin pahihirapan yung mga school, hindi po natin sisitahin yung school because the schools themselves are the ones assessing their own facilities. And then again, kung si school head, tingin niya, narating niya na yung 100 points or 80 points pataas, inform niya na yung kanilang SDO para bisitahin, para ibigay na yung M7X certification. Ganun lang po siya kadali. And everything is online. Everything is online, no? So hindi na kayo gagastos para puntahan isa-isa. Ang pupuntahan nyo na lang syempre, yung kailangan nyo ng bigyan ng M7X certification. Alright? So yun po. Do we have here? So you can have this QR code so you can access all of these, no, in our QR code. So I think that's it. Again, no, we'd like to underscore our tagline, no, for M7X. Gawing M7X ready ang lahat ng ating paaralan. Maraming salamat po and thank you very much.